What is up, everyone? You are very welcome along to this Champions League preview on Anfield agenda. Obviously, the Reds are taking on Ajax of Amsterdam Tuesday night, 8 p.m. kickoff at Anfield. And the good news is, as far as the reports go, the game will go ahead. So that's good news number one. But the bad news is, we're still going to have to wonder what type of Liverpool are going to show up on Tuesday, what performance we're going to get. And look, in the Champions League at home, nothing but a win is good enough. You want to pick up your maximum points at home and then grab something on the road that usually gets you through. As always, I'm going to take you through my preferred 11. This is not what I think Jurgen Klopp would go with. This is what I would go with. Give you my score prediction as well. And as always, I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video and, of course, hit that subscribe button because we are closing in on 150,000 subscribers. We're agonisingly close, and every bit of your help really does make a difference. Right, look, what can we expect from Liverpool against Ajax? I don't know, but Ajax are coming off the back of a very good performance against Rangers, a thumping opening victory in their Champions League campaign, whereas we came off the back of a thumping defeat at the hands of Napoli, a deserved defeat at the hands of Napoli. Napoli played really well on the night, but we certainly did our part to help them along. So what have I done with my lineup and who have I dropped? Do you know what? I got to be entirely honest. All week I told myself, no Trent, no Milner, no Gomez. That was my holy trinity of players not to include in this Liverpool squad. But when I tried to actually sit down and come up with an 11, that became more difficult because I needed somebody to come in and fill in on the right side. So look, I'll take you through my thoughts, see if you agree with me or not. I know there's a couple of people who are going to feel I'm harsh on certain players. That's always the case. I won't please everybody. But let's get stuck into it and see what you think anyway. So look, we'll start off with the predicted result. I'm going to go 2-0 to Liverpool. Look, I know, I've no confidence to back this 2-0 up. I'm more hopeful than anything else. And a clean sheet. If we keep a clean sheet, I think we win the game. And I think we will create chances and we will take one or two of them. So for me, it's about keeping a clean sheet. I said this during the week when I was speaking to you guys in streams and stuff. I think it's back to basic stuff with us. Stop conceding, stop leaking easy goals, and hopefully we can build from that. And we need our leader at the back to step up. Alisson has done nothing wrong, but we need Virgil van Dijk to really step up here and be the leader that we know that he is. I mean, it's been unrecognisable looking at this Liverpool defence in recent weeks. Against Napoli, I honestly don't know what we were at. I mean, you say keep it tight, first 15 minutes away from home, you know, no mistakes, no silly errors, try and quieten the crowd. 45 seconds in and we were letting them through on goal, one ball through. Osimhen rounds the keeper, and thankfully for us, Alisson was able to look at it coming back off the post and not into the back of his net, but it was a warning of things to come. So we know one thing about Ajax: they will come to play. They won't look to sit back. They will come and try and play their open, expansive style of football, and they will believe that they are getting Liverpool at the right time. Hopefully for us, we see a response, because every week I've expected a response. I expected a response after the Fulham game, or expected a response after the Palace game, after the United game, but they never really came. We did get that thumping 9-0 victory over Bournemouth, of course, but they are, with all due respect, they're probably the whipping boys of the league. But then we ground it out against Newcastle, and I was thinking, okay, happy days. You know, we don't have to win pretty all the time. But from there on out, again, we've just fallen away. So look, I'm going to start off with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. Alisson in goal, obviously, and I'd like to see Joel Matip come in and play alongside Virgil van Dijk, just for that, I suppose, just the composure, really, that you get from Joel Matip. Of the three players I mentioned, the Milners, the Gomez and the Trent, I do have some sympathy and, I think, understanding of maybe the Gomez performance. You know, he has been away for a long time. He has played some games recently. He's coming back in. So with that in mind, I'm going to play Gomez at right back in my preferred 11. So yes, I am dropping Trent Alexander-Arnold. His performance in Napoli was unacceptable. It was quite frankly disgusting, the lack of effort that he put into it. I mean, I'm sure that you've seen the clips yourselves. I'm sure that you've seen the still images of him just standing there while Napoli had their way with us, and he wasn't the only one. He's not the only one that's at fault, but certainly I feel like Trent needs a little reminder that, okay, we mightn't necessarily have the backups for you. We mightn't have Calvin Ramsey ready to be breathing down the back of your neck, but Joe Gomez can come in and do a job, and I would like to see Jurgen Klopp remind Trent of that and tell him he needs to book his ideas up. Same on the opposite side. I'd like to see Costas brought in. It kind of goes against what I said earlier on at the start of the video. I did say I wanted us to be more solid at the back, but I also think that Robbo needs a bit of a kick up the backside, and I think Costas suits Champions League games more in my head. I don't know why, but I just feel like he does. So for me, Costas at left back, Gomez at right back, Matip and Van Dijk as the centre backs. Now we move into midfield, the area that we all agree, I think, that we needed to strengthen in the market. The fact Milner started that game against Napoli, I mean, we spoke all week. Will Thiago get 45? Will Arthur get 45? But no, we knew it was going to be Milner starting. He can't start this game. He just can't. So with that in mind, I've gone for this. Fabinho, Thiago and Elliott. And look, that looks like a 4-3-3, but in my mind, in an ideal setup, I'd like to see Fabinho and Thiago in a double pivot, and Harvey Elliott give him the freedom to find space between the lines, and not necessarily just play on that right-hand side, but think of it more as him playing in the hole behind the front three. And look, some people might think Elliott isn't the right fit for this role. Carvalho is out injured. Keita is, well, we don't know. Injured, not injured, available, unavailable. In Klopp's plans, not in Klopp's plans. We don't know at this moment in time, so we can't really consider him. So the only other option I had there, if it wasn't Elliott, was do I go with Bobby Firmino or do I go with Diogo Jota? And you know what? I want to keep giving Harvey the opportunity because people feel, and I think it's right, that sometimes he drifts into Mohamed Salah and Trent's space on that right-hand side. So that's why I'd like to give him that bit of a free roll. Let him wander, let him find pockets of space. One of my favourite footballers of all time is David Silva, and he had this beautiful knack of being able to find that space between the lines and link up play. And I hope that we can maybe reinvent Harvey into that role. So that's my midfield. Fabinho and Thiago in a double pivot with Harvey Elliott hopefully finding that little bit of space behind the forwards. Now, up top, who have I gone with? In the wide areas, Lucho Diaz left, Mohamed Salah right. And look, I'm aware Mohamed Salah's form hasn't been what he would have expected. But you know what? I'm seeing him put the effort in. So you will have seen me critique Mo, and a lot of you guys have been unhappy with my critiquing of Mo. But I'll never accuse the man of not putting in a shift, not putting in effort. He does. Some people have said to me they felt he's pulled out of a few tackles. I get where you're coming from, but I still think that Mo will play himself into form. Just think back to the Community Shield. He looked absolutely on it against Manchester City. And I feel like Mo's ready. I feel like he's ready. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so optimistic, but I do feel like he's ready to explode back onto the scene. And a Champions League night at home, no better place to do it. On the other side, Diaz, probably the only one, I think, outside of Alisson, that could hold his head high after that Napoli game. I thought he did everything you could have asked of him. Worked really hard, defended really well, closed down and pressed, and of course, got himself a wonderful goal as well. So Diaz for me is a no-brainer. Now through the centre. We've seen all the stuff come out during the week about Darwin and Jurgen Klopp perhaps feeling like, well, according to reports, that he was a huge mistake and that he won't fit in. I don't buy it. Darwin starts for the centre for me, and rightly so. This kid, I have no doubts about. He'll take a while to settle in, and yes, he isn't Erling Haaland, but I've no doubts of his suitability to our squad, and I've no doubts that he will bring Mohamed Salah along as well. And when they strike up a relationship, when they get used to each other's movements, I'm expecting big things. So that's my 11. And look, having Firmino and Jota on the bench and some other options, that's going to be great for Jurgen. It's going to be great to switch things up. Maybe he finds somebody, maybe takes Elliott off, brings Jota or Bobby on. Either way, I don't mind, but this is the 11 that I would like to see take to the pitch. This is the 11 that I feel is the strongest available 11 right now for this game. And again, I just think Trent needs a little reminder. I'm not going to go in too hard on Trent, but he does. He just needs a little shake to just say, mate, you're not undroppable. Don't get ahead of yourself. You have to put the graft in. You don't put the graft in, you're not getting picked. So that's my 11. That's my score prediction. Somewhat hopeful, I should say, with the score prediction. But you know what? It's the Champions League. We've got to be optimistic. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video. And of course, hit that subscribe button as well. I will chat to you guys. What day is it today? Sunday. So tomorrow night, I'll have a chat with you guys again. Take care. Bye-bye.